Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. Good morning to you out there. Good morning. Grateful again. This Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast where we get to be encouraged, motivated, inspired. Man, he woke us up. We get a new chance. We get a new chance to get it right again. We get a new chance to put the best foot forward for ourselves. And today we're talking about, there is no easy pill to success. Had a great weekend, met some amazing people, man. We had a great brotherhood synergy on men solutions over situations, men making an impact. So for those of you that came on this weekend, we appreciate you. We look forward to doing some amazing things together. Again, good morning to you. Think about it. Why are you here, right? Why are we have another day to make it happen for ourselves? And today is a real tough. I don't know if you know who that young man is. Runner, Navy SEAL, 390 pounds. They told him he couldn't be a Navy SEAL, probably not even in the Navy at all, let alone a Navy SEAL. But did all those things, and he has a saying: don't just, kill him with kindness, man. You got to torch him with the success, going through some things. When you're facing those things, that he calls it the suck factor. It's just hard. It's just not working. Nobody's coming. And the business is having the restaurant industry, right? The restaurant industry, you had all kinds of ups and downs going on through it. But those that can weather the storm, committed to weathering the storm, come up with solutions over situations, they find a way to get on the other side. Great morning to the grind, sir. Mr. Neosha Morris, my man, my brother's success out there already getting it. And we're going to share some information today about the mindset that it takes to overcome all these different situations, all these different things that we're going to go through. But there's no quick fix pill. It's not one. We all been probably looking forward, signed up. They said you could, within 3 months, if you got this class, you ought to be making six figures a day, all kind of stuff, right? But then you find out that it's work to be applied. Not that that's not available, but it's work that has to be applied to make that availability a reality. Back into it as we get into today. And listen, there's no quick fix pill. So do what you got to do and stay committed to what you got to do. We'll be right back.
You've been an underdog in your relationships, if you've been an underdog in the weight room, if you've been an underdog in life, if you've been an underdog financially, I'm talking to that person who grew up without a father. I'm talking to that person who grew up without a mother. I'm talking to that person who didn't grow up with handouts. I'm talking to that person who maybe if you did grow up with a little bit of handouts, but maybe you were misunderstood and you were overlooked and you were undervalued and you were mishandled and misguided.
You got a dream to buy a house. You got a dream for better relationships. You got a dream to win a fight. You got a dream to get your family out of the hood. You got a dream to lose weight. I mean, whatever that dream is, whatever you have, that goal, that improbable feat, once you get it set, once you smell that, once you get a feel for it, taste of it. And the underdog is an individual who refuses to live in the dark. They refuse to remain in obscurity. They refuse to live in stress and overwhelm and anxiety. They are somebody who is tired. Like when you come to the end of yourself, you got to get tired. Like you have to get tired. Something inside of you has to snap. You got to get tired of being broke. When you get tired of being coined the loser, being coined not enough, being overlooked and undervalued and underpaid, you got to get tired of that. When you get tired, that's when you win.
The underdog is a person that comes out on the playing field and says, okay, I've been in this place of pain my whole life. I've gone without for so long. This is the day you make up in your mind where I will take the throne. I'm talking to that person that is acquainted with pain. I'm talking to that person that knows what it's like to come from nothing. And so you literally have nothing to lose. And the only thing that's in your head is a dream. The only thing that's in your head is I have what it takes to get to the top of that hill. Because I am not the wolf on the hill. I am the wolf climbing the hill. I have nothing to lose.
Counted out, overlooked, undervalued, misguided, betrayed. Somebody who has been really dishonored, disrespected. Somebody who has lost everything, who people stop believing in, is a very desperate person. They're climbing a hill. They're trying to achieve a dream. And when you are desperate, you are very dangerous. And a dangerous man or woman is somebody who is a disruptor. They don't play by the rules. They are coming for blood. They are coming for blood.
Your story is not your fortress. Your story is your fuel. When you doubt the underdog, it's like music to his ears. Tell me I'm not good enough. Tell me I'm not strong enough. Tell me I won't finish. There is this intrinsic emotion, this instinct. You have just awakened the lion in me because they said you can't do it. They said you don't have what it takes to make the investments. They said you don't have what it takes to lose the weight. They say you don't have what it takes to hang on to your marriage. Everybody has been counted out. Everybody has been doubted. The underdog is not a person who doesn't feel pain, doubt, and fear. The underdog is a person that turns that pain, that doubt, that fear into their fuel. If you came from a place where you had nothing, that's everything that you need.
Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Okay? Everybody wants a piece of the pie. In any facet of life, in every arena you walk in, there's pie. And the thing is that pie doesn't get any bigger. The pie never gets any bigger. It's the disciplined, desperate, dangerous mentality of an individual that says, I'm gonna push whoever I gotta push out of my way to get my piece of the pie. Those are the people that get the pie. Because the pie doesn't get any bigger and the pie does not pursue you. You have to go after it. So whatever it is that you're going after, whatever it is you feel as though you've been destined to do, are you willing to push whoever, whatever, out of your way to get your piece of the pie? And so if you're listening to me right now and there's anything in your life that is defeating you, if there's anything in your life it seems like an improbable feat, you gotta smell blood. Once you get that scent like a hound dog, you get that scent, you see what is possible, you see what you are capable of. In the face of adversity, in the face of challenges, in the face of everybody that says you are not enough, you're not tall enough, you're not big enough, you're not wide enough, you're not fast enough, it's in that very moment that the dreams gotta get bigger than the disappointment, than the fear, than the anxiety, than the stress, than the overwhelm. It's got to get bigger, the dream. Once that dream gets bigger and you get a scent for that dream, you start to smell that dream. There's nothing on planet Earth that can stop you. You become armed and dangerous. You are the most dangerous individual on planet Earth.
And so an underdog is just somebody who refused to live in the setback. It is a person who rebels against your reality. Your reality of me is that I'm not enough. Your reality of me is that I'm not qualified. Your reality of me is that I'm not quick enough. I'm not fast enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not linear enough. This is your reality. My reality of me is that all I have is all I need. I'm coming after everything you said I couldn't have. If you're gonna come back from the setback, the number one thing you have to do is make up your mind that you are no longer going to live in the pain of the past. Pain is inevitable and it is unavoidable. And when we talk about this underdog mentality, the underdog is just a man or a woman who has made up their mind. They are no longer going to live in their setbacks. They are no longer going to live in your reality. Your reality of me says I'm not enough. Your reality of me says I can't do this. Your reality of me says you won't finish today. My reality says all I have is all I need. I'm not living in my setback any longer. I'm moving forward. When we talk about a dog mentality, the dog scrambles, the dog barks, the dog runs after whatever it wants. When a dog is hungry, move out of its way, because it's coming for blood. And the reason why you don't have what you want is because you are not hungry enough. You are going to have to push, 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 push. 9 times out of 10, the underdog always comes out with the win because the underdog was more hungry. The wolf that is on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf that is climbing the hill. The underdog is still trying to prove himself. The underdog is still trying to tell the world, I can do this.
And the underdog is an individual who refuses to live in the dark.
He said the wolf that is on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf that's climbing the hill. Climbing the hill. Climbing that hill hungry. Oh, I'm telling you. If you ain't, my man David Contreras, thank you for texting me the other day of the message that you received, which again, just sharing positive, encouraging, motivating, content to help you get up in the morning, man. It helps me get up. This is how I start my DMO. This is my daily method of operations. So each and every day, I feed myself encouragement. I start my day early, but it's not that early. It seems early to those that think that way. If it's 6:15 here on the West Coast in the morning, it's 9:15 on the East Coast, isn't there a break? So if I'm in a competitive, I'm not even global, national competitive industry, market, or whatever the case might be, and I'm going to wake up at 9 o'clock on the West Coast, that's lunchtime surely on the East Coast, which means I'm well behind the competitive market. So how's that going to win? So if we don't have that kind of mentality, that's what he means by the dog on the top of the hill is not as hungry as the dog on the bottom of the hill that's climbing. So be hungry about yours. Be hungry about what you want, not what somebody else wants, not because them, him, Sim, or Sam. About you. So what I had said that Mr. Contreras caught hold to was, if you're not up, you're gonna have to get up, and you're gonna have to catch up. That's what happens. And if you're doing that over time, how do you think that it's going to work? How do you think that you're going to ascend to the top of that? How do you think how is that going to work? Let's get back into it, man. We got to get just a hunger and a tenacity about ourselves, that you feed yourself daily. Read, listen to motivation. Get in a different environment that feeds you a different kind of mindset. This week is Solutions Over Situations, man, making an impact, man, for men to come together and talk about not just business, but why business, why success, why strive, why do it, why you go to work every day, why you get up and do what you do every day for your family, and why you do it at a level that's facilitates, but it doesn't take to the next level. Maybe you're doing some amazing work and there's a ceiling. And if you're at a ceiling, at a stage in life, and there's more life to come and you're already at the ceiling, man, we don't have to break through the ceiling. Got to. It just makes sense. So as every morning, For me, when I wake up, 10 toes hit the floor, I said, thank you, Lord, man. He gave me another chance, another day, another way, another opportunity, man, to do a little bit better than I did yesterday towards where I want to be today and tomorrow. What we don't know is how that's going to work. What we do know is why it must work. Stand by.
Everybody wants the prize, but nobody loves the process. Everybody wants to be a champion, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to be a champion. Everybody wants to hold up the trophy and say, man, I did it, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to do it. I love the process. I love the thought of working for what I want. And I firmly believe you're never supposed to wish for it more than you're willing to work for it. Your expectations never supposed to exceed your effort. But a lot of people, they wish, and they're not willing to work. And the great thing about life has a funny way of testing all of us and seeing how bad we really want what it is that we say we want.
What if you get weak along the way and you throw in a towel on yourself, you surrender to your emotions? What then? A lot of people become discouraged, they become frustrated, and they say, oh, what the heck? And they go back to doing what they were doing before, saying it doesn't work.
Take quitting out your vocabulary. Take it out. Cry if you must. Rest if you must. But the worst thing you can do is quit. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost, because if you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might give up. So you got to go in knowing that I don't count the cost. I do as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I pay whatever the price is. You get to a point when you don't count it. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want.
Put yourself in a position where you can't retreat, where it's do or die, sink or swim. Here's what you'll find out. You'll develop incredible swimming skills. You'll find yourself stroking unlike you've ever seen before. Through the inspiration of desperation, you'll become more creative than ever before. Throw your whole self into it. So as we look at the future, we can decide that from this day forward, as I look at all the dimensions of my life, looking at myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm going to do all I can do to develop me.
When you leave, what you fighting for? What's your legacy? What you gonna do? You say you a champ, but do you practice like a champ? You say you a champ, do you fight like a champ? You say you a champ, do you have the mentality of a champ?
The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied. You've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment, not have support, doubt yourself sometimes, be rejected again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up. Nothing can resist a person that has that kind of commitment.
See, I'm just saying some things that resonate in what I call in the trenches. But let's say some things in quote what Mr. Les Brown said. Resilience moves all of the other obstacles out of the way. There's nothing can stop a person that's unwilling to be stopped. That's the deal. Unwilling to be stopped. Just unwilling to be stopped. This man, I'm back at it today. He has a story. He said he wanted a job, needed a job so bad he wanted to get in radio. Felt like he'd do real good in radio. So he came to the job, every day to the place. You hiring today? Man says, no, we're not hiring. Get on out of here. Hey, I just came by to know if, somebody quit or had an opening or anything else. Man, I don't mean to cause any problem, but I'm just looking for a job. No, I didn't know any jobs. He's come back the next day. Yeah, anything open today? He said, no, I just told you yesterday nothing is open today. Nothing's open. We didn't have any, nobody quit. I don't know if somebody got sick. Maybe even somebody died. Nobody got sick. Nobody died. But then he comes back the next day. He said, well, I don't know. He said, man, if you don't go give me a cup of coffee, just something like that. You guys may have heard it, but he was on the job. And that's what happens, man. If you keep coming, you keep showing up, You keep bringing the best. You keep doing your best. You keep being your best. You keep being the person that you wish everybody else would be. That's one of the deals. That's a Gandhi quote. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. When we say they should, I wish they would, how come they don't? How come you don't? That's the deal. Let's be the change we want to see in the world, and we'll see some change. You see some change in the mirror, first of all. Here we are. We're going to do a little partners in success this morning. Stand by. We love to promote, business opportunity. And if you have a business out there, we will promote you and what you do. Stand by.
When everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more. It's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. They look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
Get away from these people that's in your life that ain't doing nothing. Get away from people in your life that's hating. Get away from them. Get away from them. If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming, because it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out. Ain't nothing wrong with the seed. The seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become.
Anytime you move from being normal to trying to be exceptional, people aren't going to like that. Those normal people, it makes them feel like so they're going to judge you.
And that's why every true leader, they're called weird. They're called eccentric. When you do the things of real leadership, you're going to be called strange. Get strong enough in your own skin that when people laugh at you or when they throw stones at you, you keep on going.
I respect any motherfucker that wakes up every day and work their ass off to live their life and lifestyle. Clubbing, partying, hanging out, that ain't for me. I'm gonna be out here running in the hot sun, practicing. While everybody else is clubbing and hanging out, you got your focus right.
Don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect it to make sense to anybody why you've got to do this, why you have got to go, why you leave. This is a good job. I'm going. They pay you well. I'm going. Why? I don't understand. You don't have to. I'm going for me. This is something I have got to do. How are you going to make it? I don't know, but I will. The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment. That business that you want, that book you want to write, that dream that you have, of controlling your destiny. That is yours. That's available to you. But you've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment, not have support, be lonely, doubt yourself sometimes, be rejected again and again and again, become bankrupt if necessary, again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up.
Life will always be, to a large extent, what you make it. Not what circumstances will make of it. Not what other people will make of it. Not what other people say it will be. Not what the environment will try and dictate to you, but what you make of your life. So when you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you.
If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all. What else is available to me? People are going to think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You're out here talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. It takes guts, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.
Instead of killing them with kindness, torture them with success.
Going across that scroller at the bottom right there says, why go for ordinary when extraordinary is just as available? Let me tell you, extraordinary is only extra to ordinary. Excuse me. It's ordinary to be on time for work. It's ordinary to come and work while you're at work. It's ordinary to do the work you're supposed to do at work and get paid on Friday. That's ordinary. Now, a little extra to the ordinary. You think they should have coffee. You brought coffee. You think that you should be prepared at work time instead of getting to work at work time. You come a little early. That's a little extra. A little extra, a little extra, a little extra into your personal character. Your personal, this is my gumbo pot move right here. You got that gumbo. See, it's your roux. It's your roux, though. Grandma's roux is grandma's roux. That's why nobody's roux, if you understand gumbo, is the same. That's why when somebody offers you gumbo, you ask, who fixed it? The same thing about you. What is it about you that when you leave or you're not present at a place, the roux is not the same? Be that person. Be that person. That's the person to be. The person that puts a little extra to the ordinary over and over and over and over and over in time. You will find yourself in another environment where ordinary extra people are in that room, and you'll be the extraordinary one in the room right along the other extraordinary people. That's just mathematically the only way. This morning, if you have an opportunity, me, Mr. Neosha Morris, Director in Training, we will be having a Zoom in the other room at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Contact me at 909-686-1698. I'll get you that Zoom information. Business ownership from home. It's just a smart concept. It's a powerful concept, being business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're looking for leaders just like yourselves. And we'll see you this morning. If you have an opportunity, you could message me right there or send me a text to 909-686-1698. Text access, and I'll get you some information on how you can attend as well. It's going to be an amazing day. Get up and get out there. If you're not up, you got to get up. You got to catch up. That's it. That's the law of the jungle. We're going to talk about the difference between the jungle and the zoo too. Again, this J.P. Watkins Mukes does an amazing training on that. The jungle and the zoo. The zoo, you get a plate, 3 hots and a cot. Some of you know what that means. Now, 3 hots in the cot. I mean, they got you taken care of. You got your check, you got your bills, all your stuff is kind of set how it goes. But in the jungle, you got to get out there and get it. You got to get out there and make it happen, man. You can make the lion's share of the income because there are unlimited opportunities in the jungle. Let's get into the jungle. I mean, we see you on the other side, man. Have an amazing day. Succeed on purpose. Get out there and win. If you're not up, you got to get up. And if you're getting up, you got to catch up. See you on the other side. Have a great day.